was severely tilted.
What are we going to do about this?
If you lived here, it would be very not healthy. Yeah. It was even hard to get to the second floor because it's like this.
Can a severely slanted Akiya really be saved? Today, we're touring one of Shu Post's own properties, a single-family Akiya in Fujisawa, just 5 minutes from the nearest station. When Shu bought this house, it was severely slanted and needed significant repairs. Since then, he's fixed it up and given it a new life. Shu is the founder of Akiya Hub and is best known for sharing Akiya and rural property content across Japan. But this time, we're taking a closer look at one of his own projects to see what kind of transformation was possible.
Good to see you again. I'm used to Akiya being in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
Just a complete mess.
Yeah.
Like every house is a mess.
Yeah.
They're all nice new houses. Like these look very, very new.
Nice, right?
Like less than 5 years old, I'd say.
Yeah.
Your one is tucked away.
Yeah.
In the back here.
So it's one of those abandoned houses in a really good neighborhood. 5 minutes from Chogo Station.
5 minutes?
5 minute walk. So it's very close. And that's why I bought it. It was severely tilted. So I fixed the tilt. It's about $50,000.
Yeah. So I'm really curious when you say tilted. I want to go and have a look at what it's like and what you actually had to change.
Yeah. Okay.
Let's take a look. When I see a property like this, I'm like, oh look, there's a land marker right over here. You got this little arrow there.
Yeah.
You usually need 2 meters width to be able to get permits to build a house. Mm-hmm. But some of these older properties, they don't have 2 meters. This one, I think this is probably the land marker. What's that, 1.5?
No, I think it's...
You have 2 meters?
Yeah, that's more than 2, I would say.
Is this Saiken Chikufuka? Can you rebuild
No,
this?
this is rebuildable.
It is rebuildable.
Yeah. I mean, with the setback.
It doesn't really affect. Setback is only here.
Right. Yeah, it is rebuildable.
That's really cheap then.
Yeah.
That's really, really cheap then, yeah. Okay, I thought it was going to be, Saiken Chikufuka because this is like, no rebuild allowed. This feels maybe just under 2, but yeah, if you look at the point here, because 1.85 is actually common, and that's like so close. This one, all right, okay, all right. I'm more excited now. This has a bit more value than I thought.
Yeah.
Entranceway can be made really, really pretty, I think.
Yeah.
You see Anton?
Yeah.
How he makes his entranceways because they're quite narrow and tight.
Yeah.
He can really tidy them up and make them.
Oh, maybe I should learn from his videos. And there's a yuzu tree right here that I'm gonna have to cut. Just talk to the neighbor.
I heard her mention
Yeah.
some complaints right off the bat.
So this is how bad it was. There were major cracks here, really shifted here. We're gonna paint over so that it's gonna be more subtle here as well. Still a little bit shifted, but even more before we fixed it.
What was the damage with the tilt? Was it the beams or was it the foundation that was the issue?
It was the foundation that was the issue. So because this area was a tumble, so like a rice paddy, so the foundation was kind of soft. Every time you build something on top of rice paddies, there's a chance that the ground might shift.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened. I hired a surveyor to check. And I wanted to make sure if we fixed it, it wouldn't happen again. And the 2 companies I hired, they both said it won't happen. The ground's pretty solid, so as long as you fix it, it's good forever. So I was like, okay, well, what's the cost? Let's do it.
Let's go in and take a look.
Yeah. No, you can hardly feel anything. So we're doing the renovation, so
okay, so
don't worry about it.
Shoes are okay?
Shoes are okay.
All right, this is very awkward for me, but all right.
But can you feel anything? Any tilt? Like
No.
Right? Okay.
So how bad was it when you walked in?
It was super bad because I was like, I can't believe how cheap this property is. And as soon as I stepped inside, I was like, okay, that makes sense, right? No one wanted to fix it. As much as 15 centimeters, 6 inches. Yeah, so that's huge. That's like
that's a lot.
Yeah.
Sometimes when we do home inspections, they get the laser level, and they check on the corners. 3 mils to 5 millimeters is within the acceptable range.
149 millimeters. Yeah.
That's huge.
15 centimeters.
Yeah. Okay. I think if a kid was just laying down, they'd roll down.
Almost,
slow.
yeah.
Where was the worst part? Like this.
The worst part was the kitchen. So yeah, that's where the worst was. If you lived here, it would be very not healthy.
Yeah. I'm always concerned when it's like the land is tilted, it impacts the structure of the house.
Yeah, it did
in a lot of ways.
I think some of the doors still have a hard time closing.
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to fix that with renovations. Now the tilt is fixed. So this is gonna be a long-term rentals. To me, this is a very usable, functional kitchen. So as long as it works, we're just gonna deep clean, probably paint cabinets, fix the part.
Yep.
But we'll very likely reuse this.
Like this is not original. How old is this building?
1978. So yeah,
This
has
isn't.
to be renovated.
Yeah, this is not. This is not a 78
point.
kitchen. Oh, soft down. Oh, we got one of these. These are great. These are like 50,000 yen, 60,000 yen.
Yeah.
This, but let me just have a look. I'm really curious when they renovated the kitchen. 2000. Here you go.
2000. Okay.
Yeah. So this is a manufacturer sticker. 2000, 10, 14. Okay.
I'm sure you're not used to this kind of like older kitchens, but for me, as long as it's functional.
I do houses that are used houses that are in the 2000s.
Yeah.
And whatnot. So this style of kitchen is still the normal style.
And then I didn't know this until like my last visit.
Under the staircase?
A ton of storage here, which I kind of like. You could even put like a futon in there.
You got 2 kids. This is the timeout room. If the kids are naughty, kids. You like Harry Potter so much. This is on a really high piece of land because when I drove down behind it, Google Maps sent me to the back street, 1 story higher than the neighbors. And I think I noticed this door. This is really great. Even though we're on the back side of the house, there's lots of light that comes through. 1.5 stories above from the lot behind. Also explains why the house may be tilted a bit.
A nice view.
That's some nice air in. I'm curious, are you keeping the doors in these heights like this?
I'm gonna change this because this is super low and I want to have like an open entrance. So this was very old tatami room. So we took out the tatami. I think we're gonna make this into flooring. This room used to look pretty dark. There's a sign of water leak. We'll get that fixed.
What was the name of this? Tsuchi kabe?
Tsuchikabe.
Say, what's it even made of?
Sand,
A sand and clay rendering that they have on it. What color are you gonna do?
Just white because the wallpaper.
I like these Japanese style rooms that have the exposed wooden beams across it.
Yeah.
And I love these huge windows. Do these tuck in? There we go. Okay, no, not bad, not bad. Look at how much light this room gets. Which way south? The
South
power
is
on.
that way.
So this is east. So the morning throughout the day, you're just going to get so much light through here. And if you open up that window there,
The closest house is that one, right? There's quite a bit of space, and especially on the second floor, so nothing is really blocking the sunlight.
what's on this part here?
The
Corridor.
tiny toilet, a washer, a vanity unit.
Is that actually connected?
I think it is
Okay.
connected. Yeah.
Well, okay, so the washer goes here.
Yeah.
Wow, they
A little
really
bit tight.
open this a little bit more.
So I think the previous owner renovated the kitchen and the bath toilet around the same time.
Old buildings like this, the big costs are the wet areas, bathroom, toilets, kitchen. The renovation of that. I mean, you've experienced it many times. With these old ones as well, a lot of them are non-standard size. The toilet is maybe a Japanese style toilet. It's like built in concrete, right? To dig it out and replace it. And same with the bathroom.
Yeah.
But the fact that this is already updated, that's all the big cost is done.
Exactly. We'll do a deep cleaning for the bath. I think I'm going to change the toilet seat.
Yeah, but it's all the pipes and the connections and the foundation. That's the costly stuff of changing. And even with the bath updated like that, all you need to do is change the taps and the hose, and it gives it a big refresh. What are we going to do about this?
So this is super old, likely going to be an issue. The cost to fix something like this, it's about 30,000.
And also, electrical like this feels a bit dangerous to me,
Yeah.
especially by the wet areas.
Yeah, let me show you the second floor. So when this was tilted, it was even hard to get to the second floor because it's like this.
I'm walking up the stairs and going, oh wow. For you, this is nothing, right? For me, I'm like, when we go with clients and we look at stuff, we'll pick up a scratch like this. There's a little scratch on the step. Please fix it. There is so much light here.
And then there's a nice balcony.
The southeast corner is just the best for sunlight. You get just nice light throughout the whole day. And so the morning sun, you'll see right from there, the sunrise, I reckon.
Yeah.
You'll get it really nicely. And you avoid the scorching westerly summer heat, which is all on that side of the house.
Yeah, in
so
the afternoon, right?
the afternoon sun doesn't come in. Another thing is it's clear windows, which is great. Sometimes properties have like the opaque windows like this. It feels a bit enclosed, but here having so much openness.
Yeah. And this room, this was the main bedroom, and it wasn't super. Yeah, look at that. I was filming here, and I was like, okay, I feel like I'm tilted too. But now you don't even feel it, do you?
Yeah, no, it's a really good job. Have they done the measurements of what the room tilt is now?
They showed it to me. They had like a bunch of laser devices.
Yeah.
It was within like 2 millimeters or something like that.
How long did it take them to do that?
It was quick, much quicker than I thought. From start to finish, I think it only took them 20 days.
This is the master bedroom, I take it. It's huge.
Yeah, it's spacious.
10 jaw, 11 jaw almost.
Yeah,
So
this is quite rare for an older Japanese house.
Often when I see properties, I like to have a look at them with the breaker off. So what does it look like with natural light? This has amazing light
Yeah.
all around. Like we've been shooting and filming with no
Oh,
power,
yeah.
no electricity at all,
Yeah.
and it's well lit in every single room.
Yeah.
So that's really amazing considering these kind of lots, the ones that are at the back of the property, are usually fully enclosed by other houses. It's dark, there's no sunlight.
Yeah.
This room faces three sides, south, east, and west, so it gets amazing sunlight. The other room has a southeast corner window. The downstairs room has southeast corner window. Every room in this house has a southeast corner.
Yeah.
Good find. I can see why you're like, this is worth the extra
Yeah. That's
effort.
Yeah, that's one of the pros of having a single family home, but also in like outside of Tokyo, right? Because in Tokyo, it's just concrete jungle. Like, you know, anywhere you look at, there's another building right next to you, right?
Yeah, and it's quiet. I haven't heard anything.
And 5-minute walk from the station.
That really blows my mind because often they are 15, 20-minute walk from the station.
Yeah.
Anything 5 minutes, especially it's rebuildable.
Yeah.
And I like how this is already wallpaper, so you're just going to re-wallpaper this.
Same thing as ceiling.
Yeah.